Well, I always do this to chime to signify that we're ready.
Okay.
It'll happen again at the end, so be prepared.
Okay.
Don't freak out. We have Chelch Weir in the studio today. She's a local musician. I know her from the open mics, just like almost everybody who comes on here. It's kind of the, where everybody gets together and like a bit of like a title pool sort of environment for budding musicians. So many people that I've got to know over the years through music come through that open mic scene. So met you there. I saw you playing, liked what you were doing, and we wanted to have you on to talk about where you started. Why do you play music?
Oh,
what are you doing?
Why I started, I'm the only one in my family who's a musician, and I felt like my family needed one.
Yeah.
So I was like,
trendsetter.
I'll try it. Yeah. I've been singing since I was, 2.
Yeah.
Started with Disney songs, like princess songs,
Who's your favorite Disney princess? Tough question.
That's a tough question.
I got you.
Okay.
Unprepared.
Favorite Disney princess.
Now the world knows it.
Probably Rapunzel.
Yeah?
Yeah. But my first one was Snow White.
Okay.
She's my true love.
It's like the classic,
Yeah.
She's the OG.
The princess.
Disney
Everyone thinks
princess.
it's Cinderella. It's not.
No.
It's Snow White.
Was she actually a princess?
Cinderella?
No, Snow White. I thought
She married a prince.
Okay. Then she became one.
Yes.
Wasn't a princess born.
Only a couple of them were born royalty.
Yeah.
Anyway, this could totally be a totally
awesome.
different conversation.
I want to know like the history of the princess royalty in Disney.
I
That's
got
like,
you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I started playing guitar when I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma got it for me for my sweet 16. Well, she gave me money, and I was like, I want a guitar.
Yeah.
So,
Electric or acoustic?
Yeah, electric. No, acoustic electric. This one.
The one that you
My
have here.
baby, yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
It's a
the
Spencer.
original. Spencer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spencer's my guitar.
How did you get that name?
I just like the name.
Yeah, just came. Did you know a Spencer that you named the guitar after, or it's just?
I knew one Spencer, but I never had a conversation with him. He was like a guy that I had a crush on's brother in 7th grade.
Yeah.
So I never talked to him, but.
So there's no secret history behind Spencer the guitar. It's just a cool name.
No, I wanted to name my first son that years ago, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a guitar named Spencer now, so I don't need to name my son that.
So you started out on acoustic. Did you get lessons or anything, or did somebody teach you? Did you have any friends that played? Why did you want to pick up the guitar?
I taught myself. I went on YouTube and I just watched chords and watched videos, tutorial videos. I still do that.
Yeah.
But mostly I would pick a song that I wanted to learn and I'd go on ultimateguitar.com.
Oh, yeah.
And just scroll over how do I play G? How do I play C? And all that stuff.
Yeah, it's weird when they have those scrolling tabs that they do now. I like the old.
I love it.
You do? You like the movement ones? I must be too old for those.
Probably.
So you got into. Were you always interested in music? Did you have a connection with music that made you want to play? Why? What made you choose? I'm gonna play the guitar.
I think it was just because. It was one of the easier ones that you could learn, as a beginner. I play ukulele, too, but I'm not as good.
Did you start on that?
Guitar. No, I started on the guitar.
Switched over.
Started on guitar, then I was like, I want to play uke. And then I just got a bass this past December, so that's going to start soon.
Taking care of all the strings.
Yes.
Well, pretty soon you'll just have your own band.
Yeah, I don't even need other people. It'll just be a one-woman show.
Oh, that can work. We just need pre-recorded tracks.
Yeah, like Ed Sheeran. Have you ever watched a live performance of his?
I can say no.
It's amazing.
But he does it all himself?
Yeah, he just has a loop. I want one. I want a loop thing.
Those things are tricky.
I don't know what they're called.
Looping pedal.
Loop thing. Yeah, that.
Well, I guess you can get a looping station or more advanced. But yeah, looping pedals.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Have you ever used one of those before? No.
No. I wouldn't even know where to start.
So you started with acoustic guitar, learning just strictly from tabs online. Did anyone ever show you here's how you put your fingers or anything like that? You just
No, I just watched YouTube, and then I think I've had a couple people show me over the years how do you play this chord, or show me how to do a bar chord the right way, or show me power chords, but they never clicked in my head. I still can't really do those. So.
Yeah, well, I guess if you have the video you can see what the person's doing. It's a little different than just looking at the numbers on a page and trying to figure that out. So you just started learning songs that Disney princess songs, I'm assuming, is what you started with?
No, actually.
A Whole New World? Or
No, I started, my first song that I learned was The Scientist by Coldplay.
Ooh, that's I think I know that song. Is that the Try to Fix You?
No, that's Fix You.
Oh, Nobody Said It Was Easy.
Yeah.
That's The Scientist.
Yeah, that one's The Scientist. And then I learned Remembering Sunday by All Time Low, which we just listened to in the car on the way here.
I don't know them. What's that? What kind of music would you consider that? It sounds like an emo band, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. They're like emo alternative.
Yeah.
From like the early 2000s.
So was that like the main music you were into, or like what? You gave me some influences that you said. I don't want to just spoiler alert yet.
I know you're gonna spoiler all my influences. I was
trying to ruin your
16
show.
when I started, so I was in high school and I was a super scene queen back then.
Yeah.
So I was.
Was that like an official title?
Yeah.
Did you have a shirt or like a tiara? I guess it wouldn't be a tiara.
No. It was more like pin straight hair, bright pink skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Terrible band t-shirts.
Did you have to like dye your hair black, or was that not?
I wasn't allowed to dye my hair.
Do you wish you could have?
I would have done the raccoon tail thing if I could have.
What's the raccoon tail thing?
Like
Ted Nugent, like have a real raccoon tail like on you?
Yeah. Now when you have like okay, so if you're okay, my hair's blue. Yeah.
Part
so
of it.
You would do like purple.
For the people
purple,
listening,
purple,
she's got
purple.
a little bit of blue at the bottom
of, blue,
of the hair. Okay.
But I'm dyeing the whole thing soon. Trying to figure out what to do. Anyway.
So what's the raccoon tail?
So it's basically, it looks like a raccoon tail. It's like two different colors that
Yeah.
just like go all the way down.
Alternate.
It looks terrible.
How do you do that? You'd have to like isolate certain spots and then like dye them bit by bit. Seems like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
But it would have been worth it for this statement.
Yeah, exactly.
To be scene queen, super scene queen? Is that
super scene queen.
Super scene queen. Is that your band name? It should be.
My brother and sister have the worst. Like they love to make fun of me for being a musician, because they're not talented enough to do that.
That's so lame.
It's so lame. But they constantly come up with like, oh, Chelch, this should be your band name. It's like stupid stuff like that. Like Super Scene Queen. It should be your band name. Like, haha, good one. But it was in high school. It was mostly alternative stuff. Paramore. Mm-hmm. The only exception was one of the first ones I learned too by Paramore. I grew up listening to Pink Floyd, the Beatles, Rolling Stones, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, hit me right here.
Yeah, all the heart stuff.
So like in listening to, you had that kind of classic rock, I guess, background, and then, you were into more current modern music. Like, did you notice anything that was like going on in that older music that you weren't finding in the new music, or like were there
all of it?
Yeah.
Other than everything, the newer stuff lacks soul.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same kind of effect, at least to me, that it used to. Like in the 60s and 70s, the music was freaking baller.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. I don't know anything that's on the radio now. It's sad.
Do you even like listen to the radio and try to like dip your toe in, or you just...
No, I just listen to 99.1 or, 95.1.
So what is the soul that you'd say like it was in the old music? Like what is it? Can you define it, or there's not really? Like
if you listen to Janis Joplin and you hear the way that she sings Cry Baby or Piece of My Heart, and it's like, you can literally feel like who she was singing it to. You could feel the way she felt about that person. You could feel the way she felt when she was singing the song. So it's just all of her emotions were coming out as like, it was just her soul. She was bearing her soul to her fans.
Yeah.
And that's what's lacking now in popular music.
Do you think like it's something that's like engineered in any way that like now, like why would that not be coming through now? Do you think people don't care that much about it? Like,
that's a really good question.
Is it something that's a choice by the listeners, or is it a choice by who's making it? I wonder, like, do you think people
I think it's because that's what the industry probably think that people want.
Yeah.
You know, because of social media, it feels like people don't have like human connections anymore. So it's almost like you have to, you know, people communicate through music.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not communicating like how you feel, then it's not going to connect with your fans. It's not going to connect with anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's just lacking emotion now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. It's definitely a big difference feeling wise when I listen to the classic rock stuff or you know the older music. There was and part of me thinks is it like they were capturing an actual performance and moment back then on the recordings, where now like things are so like nitpicked with digital and all that, where you can construct a song and nobody even has to really be there.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like maybe the soul is capturing what was in the room there.
That makes sense.
Or I'm just completely making
that.
stuff up.
No, I get that. I get that. I can vibe with that.
So what other bands were you into? You know, like what you mentioned obviously Pink Floyd and Rolling Stones.
It took me a long time to actually really like Pink Floyd. You know, because it like my dad listened to all the classic rock. My mom did too, but my mom was also more of like a Linda Ronstadt, Carly Simon kind of girl, and you know, she loved the Beatles. So the Beatles were always on in the house. But you know,
I have a weird thing where I don't like the Beatles, and everybody doesn't.
You don't like the
understand
Beatles?
Not very much. It's like one of my.
It's taking me everything in me to not throw one of those at you right now.
I know. I get a lot of hate. I don't exactly hate them. I don't get enough.
I hear that a lot, honestly.
I don't know what it is. It's like I'll put the music on, like headphones, and listen to it. I'm like, that's interesting. It's really like cleanly recorded. Everything's like perfectly placed, but I don't get like a feeling, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's nostalgic for me.
Yeah. And clearly the entire world disagrees with me. So I don't have to like justify it in any way, but yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Thank you.
I don't
Thank
agree.
you for being honest.
I don't agree with your opinion, but I'm not going to be a jerk about it.
Okay, so anyway, Pink Floyd. It took you a while to get into them. Why? Was it like you just didn't dig the music? Because I always was into Pink Floyd, and my brothers were both like, that sucks. Like that's just depressing, sad music. Like why are you listening to that? It sounds so like, you know, they just didn't like the atmosphere of it. So I can get it. It's like
you know, my dad is one of those people that's like, Chelch, you should learn this song. And I'm like, I'm not learning that song. Like, why do you want me to learn Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood by the Animals? That's a crappy song. I don't like that song.
I don't even know
personally.
it, so it must be terrible.
Good, don't listen to it.
I won't. Nobody else out there listened to it either.
Yeah, none
Boycott that song. Should start an anti-Facebook page.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, that's not even hip anymore. It's got to be like an anti, like, what is it? Even Instagram is not hip anymore, right?
I don't
What's
know.
the hip thing? Snapchat? WhatsApp? Twitter.
Tweet.
Yeah.
We got to tweet it.
Tweet, hashtag, don't listen to the animals, whatever. What was it?
Yeah. What were we saying?
So Pink Floyd, you were saying it took you a while to get into. It was
Okay,
like,
yeah.
You know, you weren't really that into them in the beginning.
I'm a rebel. A big time
You're
rebel.
a rebel.
I'm a rebel. But
Is that something you're allowed to say about yourself, or does somebody else have to classify
I don't know.
you
It's
as
like
that?
like saying I'm a hipster.
Yeah.
Because they're not real. Anyway, but my dad is always like, okay. Let me get my thoughts. When I say I'm the rebellious type, it's when my sister would be like, Chelch, I can't say Chelch. You should listen to Taylor Swift. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Screw her. I'm not listening to Taylor Swift. And then she played like one of the first hits of her for me, and I was like, great. I kind of like it. And
Was it
like,
the Tim McGraw song?
got into Taylor Swift. No, it was Teardrops on My Guitar. I think.
I think I know that song.
That was the first one, I think.
So you couldn't deny like the songwriting ability, or just what is it that caught you that you're like, oh, that wasn't supposed to get me?
I think it was the lyrics.
Yeah.
I always notice the lyrics first.
Okay, so you're a lyrics
I'm a lyrics
person.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a lot of times when people tell me to listen to something like, oh, I think you'll like this, you should listen to it. I'm like, no. Like, I'll find it on my own if I want to find it. Thanks.
Okay, so you don't want to be like told you should like this. It's
Yes.
like I automatically don't.
Yeah. So my dad was like, oh, we should listen to Pink Floyd. I'm like, no thanks. And then, like in the past year, actually, I started listening to The Wall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of my all-time favorite albums now. Don't know why it's not on Broadway yet.
That's a good point.
I know. It's just amazing. And I grew up listening to Wish You Were Here album.
That's the first song I learned on guitar.
It's a great song.
Down.
Yeah, I know that part.
Yep.
I don't know the rest of the hard part of that.
Yeah.
I need to learn it. But my dad, it's his favorite song, Wish You Were Here. So he was always very, you should play Wish You Were Here, or you should learn this, or I'm like, I don't want to learn anything you're telling me to learn, because it's all old people music.
Yeah.
But then, I got into it as I got older. And
Secretly, you're like listening to his albums, like putting it in like a different case. To,
oh, no,
like, smuggle
secretly
it out.
I was listening to Eminem. Unedited
And why
Eminem.
America?
Yeah, Stan. Can't listen to Stan. Okay, John, my brother, can you make me a mixtape with Stan on it?
Oh, I definitely did that when I was younger. Like, have like a tape of like Nirvana or something, and it said like Christmas carols on it. Like I wrote on it like some other thing that it really
Nirvana.
wasn't.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I had to. Christians weren't allowed to listen to rock and roll.
That's true. Also true. All devil music.
Yep, absolutely. So you started secretly getting into Pink Floyd, and then like did you ever learn Wish You Were Here? Is that that's really what I want to know.
I know it now. Actually, a friend of mine passed away last year, and that song reminds me of him. So I actually played it. I put it on my YouTube for him, and some guy who I met on Bandmix was like, "Oh, you kind of don't have enough soul in the song that you did for Wish You Were Here," and I'm like. He's like, you kind of sounded like you were holding back. I'm like, I was holding back tears.
Yeah.
Thanks, jerk. And I explained it. He was like, oh, I feel bad. And I'm like, good, you should.
Yeah. It's like, what does that guy expect to accomplish by doing that? Like, what does he think you're gonna do?
Well, I don't know. He was like trying to be nice and give me pointers on like how to.
Hey, just do better.
How to project. Or something. I don't know. But yeah, do better. You suck.
You don't have soul in that song.
I was like, I have plenty of soul, thanks. They were going to come through my eyes.
But are you a soldier?
Ha!
Oh, killer's references.
Gotta throw that in there. So you seem to perk up when I mentioned Nirvana. I'm guessing that means that you like that band as well.
I hate Nirvana.
Oh, well, you know what? You can just leave right now. Podcast canceled.
Yeah.
I can hate the Beatles, but you can't hate Nirvana.
Okay, that's ballsy. That's ballsy.
Kidding.
No, I adore Nirvana. I hate Courtney Love, though. I will go on record saying that.
Yeah, I mean, when you murder your husband, you're hard to love.
Ooh. See, I was right. I know she killed him. I want a shirt that says Courtney killed Kurt.
Or she knows who did.
In parentheses.
Yeah, one or the other.
Or
That's
Billy
smart.
Corgan did it.
Oh, man. Not heart-shaped box. Heart-shaped box is about her cheating on him with Billy Corgan.
Really? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Well,
How do you
don't
know
take
that?
my word for that. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. I don't think anyone knows what his songs are about. I think he wrote in a way that was like intentionally like not easy to interpret.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the feeling is in there though. Like even without even hearing all the words, there's something being expressed.
Yeah.
That's beyond like the lyrics are almost secondary. Mm-hmm. Now you're a lyrics person. Like, what do you think about Nirvana his lyrics, whatever? Kurt's lyrics.
I love his lyrics. Oh my god! Like the song "Something in the Way" is my favorite Nirvana song ever.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. It's like the lyrics are so weird too, but it's so amazing because it was about when he was living under the bridge and he got kicked out of his house, so he didn't have anywhere to live, so he was homeless and he was living underneath the bridge and living off of animals, and he basically was saying like he doesn't want to eat the animals, but he has to, and it's okay to eat fish because they don't have feelings.
Really? Like
It's
he was
like-
catching fish?
I guess.
So I had heard that story was fake.
Really?
That he like made that up. I don't know.
I mean, it could
it
definitely
could be
be
true.
that. Songwriters make
Yeah.
stuff up all the time.
But still, it creates a mood, an atmosphere.
Yeah.
Where you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
And it does a very dreary, like, droning.
bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, well, that's the atmosphere then.
Him and
Yeah.
Anthony Kiedis.
Yeah. Lying on mattresses, shooting heroin.
Yeah, well, there's that too.
Hmm.
So that was probably also part of why his lyrics didn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know.
But I wonder, I don't know, I kind of think it might have been intentionally of like, because clearly a deeply emotional person and turmoil internally, like maybe he didn't want to be too obviously, exposed.
That could definitely be a thing. I can agree with you on that.
Because if you read some of the lyrics, like word for word, like straight, it seems to be nonsense, but then you hear it all in context, it does like convey an overall feeling.
That's true. Yeah.
So when you listen to songs, do you always zone in on the lyrics first, or is there any like?
I mean, there's definitely times that I'll hear like the beginning notes or beginning melody, and I'm like, oh wow, this sounds nice, and then you hear the lyrics, and then it just blows your mind how amazing it is. Like there's a song called Constantine by Something Corporate that I am in love with. I love that song.
I think I know that song.
My favorite song ever.
It's a pretty long one, right?
It's 9 minutes and like 30 something seconds, I think. But I know.
Oh, don't pretend like you don't have it
I know
memorized.
it's not.
It's probably have it tattooed somewhere with the.
I
Do you have
want to
any
get part
tattoos?
of it. Oh, yeah, I have 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get part of it tattooed. I just don't know which part.
You mean like part of the like lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
not like the notes, like the tabs? Get the tabs tattooed.
No, I'm doing that with November Rain.
What?
The tabs.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Well, the music staff
Yeah, the actual music.
and the note, like the actual notes. Yeah.
For like which part though? Like the vocal melody or the guitar? The
Nothing
guitar solo?
lasts forever, even cold November Rain. The last lyric, the last sentence in the song.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And so Constantine, this was the song that lyrically drew you in?
I love the piano in it too. I wish I could play it, but I can't.
Have you ever tried playing piano at all?
Yeah, I suck.
I want to learn piano. That's like my next thing. I don't
want to
know
learn it too.
how to play it all.
I've been told I have piano hands.
Is that like a weird pickup line? Hey, you've got piano hands.
I've been told that
Couldn't
a few
help but
times, and it's
noticing.
like, thanks.
What does that mean?
It means I have long fingers.
Oh, so like for the reach?
Yeah,
I guess that helps with, guitar too, bass.
That's
the
true.
Bass has the wider frets.
I can't really stretch my fingers that way though.
You need to start like cutting the webbing in between, like those guitarists in the '80s, like trying to get that like super shred.
Ugh.
People actually did that, like
Really?
yeah, like cut
Don't want
their
to think about that.
exactly. Not an '80s guitar shredder fan.
No, I'll listen to it. I just don't want to think about cutting the webs of my fingers necessarily. Thanks, God.
metal.
Okay.
Snooze.
No, it's funny.
So like, what are you doing now with music? Like, we kind of skipped over like how you started playing. Okay, you got an acoustic guitar.
We started talking about Nirvana and Pink Floyd.
I know, like we jump around. It's good though.
Yeah.
You don't want to like be predictable. You gotta
No.
keep people guessing. So like you started learning songs just based on tabs and stuff. Did you ever like listen to songs and try to figure them out from the recording?
Oh no.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I
either.
can't do the ear training thing. Well, ear training like I can't listen to a song and be like, oh, that's an A minor, that's an F, that's a C sharp minor.
Yeah.
I just made that up. Is that a thing? Is that a
Sure,
chord?
C sharp minor. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's absolutely a chord.
I actually don't know how to play that chord.
It's like this. Yeah, pretty much. It looks like a shy dinosaur. It's the shape.
I don't even know what that means.
One day you'll learn the C minor chord. Like, shy dinosaur. Got it.
I'll send you a picture. I figured it out.
And then you're going to write a song called Shy Dinosaur.
Okay.
All about
or it's
that.
my
It
band
better
name.
have good lyrics.
Pretty good band name.
Band
actually.
name, Shy Dinosaur.
Shy dinosaur.
Okay.
Living underneath the bridge.
You need to stop because I'm going to end up copywriting a song that you're writing right now.
It's all right, we got it on tape. I'll get the credit.
Yeah,
You
I
can play
guess. Actually, I was the one singing that just now.
Yes, it was a ventriloquist act that we're working at,
Yeah.
going on the road.
Yep. You
That's
were just
you have a
mouthing
little
it.
dinosaur puppet that does actually sing. But he's got his hands up like this the whole time. Or he just won't face the audience. He's doing a Jim Morrison.
Face behind the person. That's funny.
So when did you decide that like you're gonna like play music in front of people? Like did you like shows like play for friends and family and work your way up, or did you just like jump right in?
Yeah. Oh God, no, I didn't just jump right in. I started actually when I was, I grew up singing, so I was always singing in front of people. I was in choir in high school, and then towards the end of high school, I started taking voice lessons. So that I am trained in. I am trained in vocal. I can sing opera, which I'm not doing right now. Yeah, so I'm
Just a little taste, like maybe like a note.
classically trained. Oh man.
It's a lot of vibrato.
Is that where like you have to do like the like flat
That was my
tongue
note.
thing, like keeping your
What?
C sharp minor.
yeah C sharp minor.
Is it really?
Yeah, that was a shy dinosaur note.
Man.
No, it can't be a minor if it's just one note. It's just a note. But I don't
Okay.
even know what this thing's tuned to. It's like some sort of
I don't like
intergalactic tuning.
That did kind of sound intergalactic.
Mm.
Oh man.
So you had vocal training. Was that because like you just wanted to sing better in choir and stuff, or did you have any aspirations of like doing like singing?
Oh yeah, I wanted to
Outside
be
of
a singer.
But like what, like Broadway singer or like rock star singer or like opera
Well,
singer?
now I would be a rock star singer because that's more my style now. But back then, I just wanted to be famous.
Yeah, but like did you have a specific type of music that you wanted to sing? Did you want to be like a Celine Dion, or did you want to be like?
I wanted
You
to be
know.
like Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
You know,
rock though.
like rocker
She's
chick.
a rock star.
Yeah.
In her-
I know.
in her
I love
way.
her. She's amazing.
Yeah.
I did a couple performances with the voice teacher. Both of them. I had two. So I did a bunch of like shows out with them, and they would play piano for me and I'd sing. So that's kind of where it started. I would start doing these things called diva nights because it was mostly girls. So
Okay.
we had diva nights at a restaurant, or I sang at a couple churches. I started singing in weddings, like family weddings, couple funerals. But it was
So they like would
Just over
accompany
time.
you, or was it something they put on for people to come and sing, or like they were doing something and you'd plug into it? Like how did that?
It would be like, okay, we're gonna have this night at the restaurant, and all of my students are gonna come and sing, kind of thing.
Who did you take lessons from?
Aaron Volpen-Testo.
I knew it. I took Rob is where I learned how to play guitar.
I used to
Really?
work
Yeah.
there.
Really, you did?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you look
My mom
familiar.
used to actually get singing lessons with Aaron too. So it's
love
like
her.
I was like when you said the diva night thing, I'm like I think
They're
I
an
know, I think
amazing
I know.
family.
Oh, so
Oh,
yeah.
If you're listening, I love you.
Yes,
Yeah,
Quite-
they recorded my Christmas album. That was fun.
nice.
I'll
Yeah, Rob
never
and Aaron are amazing.
give
and
anyone a copy.
Sacred Oath. Got to give a shout
Sacred
out
Oath.
to
Yes.
the Oath.
Yes. Counting Zeros. Favorite
Yeah.
song.
So you took voice lessons with Aaron. That's amazing.
Yep.
That's
And Francine Wheeler out of Newtown.
okay.
She's amazing as well.
And so that's you were doing the diva night things. That's where was that your first public performances?
I think my first public performance, God, as I'm sure my mom knows when my first public performance was.
Oh, so that you have been doing it
It's
even
been
at
a
young
long
age.
time. Yeah. I think I want to say that the first time I did it solo was seventh grade talent show. I did Because You Loved Me by Celine Dion.
Okay.
That was a train wreck and a half.
Was that like? Did you accompany yourself, or did somebody else play, or did you have a backing track? Like what?
I had a
Tell
karaoke,
us how this went down. I need to-
Karaoke backing track.
Oh yeah. Did it have a light up microphone?
No, I wish. That would have
That'd be
made
cool.
it even worse.
So how did this talent show go down?
Oh, it was bad.
That-
It was really bad. It was pre-puberty, so I had my prepubescent like version of myself, and it was before I got good at singing really. So I was like, I'm gonna sing Because You Love Me, and my mom was like, okay, and they actually cut the song off. They stopped playing the song, and I had to get off stage before the song was over.
Oh, that's crushing.
It broke my heart.
It's like, come on,
That
it's
was
a talent
like,
show. Like,
I was about to sing that like end part where she goes all out. I can't remember it now, otherwise I'd start singing it. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Or there's some kind of crescendo at the end, and someone's like, "Not gonna let you do that."
Yeah, literally. And I was like, okay. It was bad. It was
Man,
terrible.
I thought that guy making YouTube comments was bad. I mean, jeez, you just got like slapped down. That is terrible.
Yeah.
And did you say like, "I'll show you. I'm gonna become better"?
Yeah, tries out for The Voice years later. So
You did? Whoa, what
I
was
tried
that
out
like?
for The Voice last year. Yeah, last February. It was so cool. It was an awesome experience. I didn't get in, obviously, but it was
Yeah.
like,
Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking to me. You'd be like,
who?
"Talk to my agent, all right?" And I don't even
No,
know
it
you.
was
Do you have an
really fun.
appointment? Because this is
Who's
cutting
Scott?
into my time here.
You've met him at open mic. Who?
I don't do open
What's
mics.
open mic?
Yeah, open.
Yeah.
What? Somebody better close it. Oh, that was.
Keep spilling water everywhere.
You're not allowed back. This is horrible. You're ruining this fine, luxurious, 3
spilled it on
billion thread count
myself.
silk
Spilled it on this.
tablecloth. Yeah, this thing's.
There's Taco Bell cheese all over my car.
This is a family heirloom that you're ruining. Right
Sorry,
here.
Grandma.
Grandpa. You're just trotting all
I'm
over my
assuming
legacy.
genders.
Yeah.
Jeez. So I'm
It's
just
very
gonna,
unwoke. Yeah, go to sleep.
I'm gonna hide under the table.
Pull the plug on that.
Yep.
So,
Later.
after you failed the talent show, was it just like, did you decide, like, I just need to get better? And is that what happened? Or did you say, like, I'm quitting music. I'm never doing anything.
Yes.
And quit.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I kept singing. I kept doing it. I just didn't perform until like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what changed? What got you into performing again?
Getting my guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was 16 when I got it, and I started learning a couple songs. And for Mother's Day one year, I did "The Best Day" by Taylor Swift for all the moms, and it was also terrible.
Someone who
but
said
that's
they
okay.
didn't like Taylor Swift, you seem to be actually, you're a secret fan.
Liked. Okay, I can sing every song off of "Speak Now," and that was my album for a long time. "Speak Now," good album.
Okay.
But her new
I'll let you
stuff.
off. You don't like the Taylor's Dead thing? What was that? Like, is she trying to like reinvent? It was like a gothic dance.
I was in Australia
Trip.
when that song came out, and I was like, "What? What is this? Like, this is stupid." It was very uncomfortable to listen to.
So getting a guitar inspired. Had you ever thought about playing an instrument before when you were just a singer? Or did you think like, oh, I wish I could play too, or that was just not
I
part of
wanted
your
to
trajectory
impress boys.
with the guitar?
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked. That's why I wanted to play guitar. Like, I wanted to do something more, and I was
Guys like guitars.
I'm like, how am I gonna get a boyfriend? And I was like, I'm gonna learn how to play guitar.
And what made you think that would work? Like, what inspired? Did you see like another girl playing? Like, ooh, I want to do that.
No,
You just
I thought it was gonna be a good idea. I'm like, I'm a singer, so I should probably get something to go along with that. And now that I'm older, and I realize that it's actually a really good thing that I sing and play.
Yeah.
And it's like oh, you sing and play? I'm glad I did it.
And so high school is when that journey started. And
Yes.
like, what did you start like playing and singing? For friends, or did you have a talent show redemption in high school?
I did.
Oh, this is a good
Yes.
story. I know this one.
I
don't
had
wanna-
2 talent show redemptions in high
Oh,
school.
Double Down Redemption.
Yes, the first
Band
one.
name, Double Down Redemption.
Yeah, yes. The first one was with a friend of mine who I went to church with. We did a very emo song together called "Kiss It Better"
Kiss It Better.
by He Is We. Yeah, it's about like this guy who's in love with a girl, and someone murders her, and then he murders the guy who murdered her and goes to jail.
Where's the kissing going on?
She's saying "Kiss It Better, I don't want to die."
Oh.
Yeah,
That's pretty
really
dark.
emo, depressing song. I mean,
So
probably
he's
had like my
theoretic-
family was clapping, and that was it.
So is he theoretically writing this song from his prison cell?
Oh, I don't know.
He must be. If he killed and then went to jail.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, I thought you said from his presence. I'm like, what?
No, prison cell. His prison. Is it his?
Maybe his prison
Is it the
cell
emo
is in
Folsom
his
Prison
heart.
Blues?
Oh my god. No. Nothing will ever be Folsom Prison.
Yeah, blah,
Yep.
blah, blah.
Folsom,
Folsom, blah, blah,
blah,
blah, blah, blah. My favorite Guy Ritchie song.
It's a good one. It's a bop.
It's a bop, you said?
Bop. And then I did Hallelujah with
Ooh. Cohen or Buckley?
Wainwright.
Oh, so but didn't he do the arrangement that then Buckley, like, took off
I
with?
don't know who did it first.
You're talking about, like, the Hallelujah, like the Leonard Cohen song. Okay. So I think Loud and Rain,
I feel like Buckley did it first.
maybe. Could have been.
Before Wainwright did.
Yes. I know somebody did a different treatment that, like, Jeff Buckley heard and sort of
I love his
inspired.
version. Though.
Yeah, I mean, that voice is just...
The guitar. Oh, man, that's a whole nother topic. That song
everything.
in general.
We can
is-
talk about Jeff
I
Buckley.
love that song. I mean only that song.
Oh,
I want to learn more Jeff Buckley. I haven't really listened to him that much.
he's got one album. There's not very much to go on.
Okay, sorry. I
Not a
didn't
great
know that.
Great. Yeah, he's not a great swimmer.
Scott's getting violent now with his words.
Verbal Abuse Podcast, episode 1.
It's okay. I'll be a victim. I
Okay,
guess.
well, your homework is to listen to a little more Jeff Buckley and then
All right.
decide.
Okay.
There's some cool videos you can find on YouTube that are, him performing. And it's just, that's what really got me. Because I'd heard the music and, like, friends of mine trying to get me into it. And I'm like, this kind of reminds me of, like, Radiohead or something. I'm not digging it. And then watching...
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, watch it.
I know. Stepping on everyone's toes here. But then
I
watching
can see how they sound like Radiohead.
Yeah, maybe it was the vocal.
You
some of
probably
the
don't
vocal
like
stuff.
Radiohead.
No.
I do a lot.
I like the song Radiohead by Talking Heads.
I only know like 2 songs by them.
See, we're just like so disconnected in our musical. I just can't continue this podcast.
It's not that bad.
Okay,
Could be
it'll
worse.
get better. Yeah, it could be like a talent
Pink
show or
Floyd.
something. You know?
Oh yeah.
So, what was your talent show redemption song or story? It was that.
Redemption song. I was listening to that this
Redemption
morning.
song.
Yeah.
You should have played that at the talent show.
I had a whole Bob Marley playlist on this morning.
Mm.
Yes, it was. It was awesome. Well,
What made
it
the
was
cut?
it was just a lot better, huh?
Never mind. I was going to interject about your Bob Marley playlist and ask what made the cut, but that was interrupting your talent show story.
Oh, Mellow Mood, Stir It Up. Those are my 2 favorites.
Yeah.
Buffalo Soldier. I almost said Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Soldier.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Oh, gross.
Buffalo
Wild Wings
Wild Wings?
sucks. You like Buffalo Wild Wings?
It's okay. I mean, I'm not like,
B-dubs?
a huge, B-dubs. I'm not going to like say it's my favorite, but
Good.
the French fries are pretty
shouldn't.
good.
I don't remember what they're Wow.
You need to like that. So it's like your little go-to.
They're French flies.
French fries, blah, blah, blah.
I can't talk.
But you can sing, so that's good enough.
Yeah, whatever works, I guess.
So what was the Double Down redemption?
Okay, yes, Double Down Redemption was Hallelujah, and one of my friends played piano, and then me and this other guy sang. So we went back and forth, and then the 2 of them both played piano. So we
Dueling
ended up
pianos?
making it a comedy skit as well, and it was awesome. It was unplanned.
Wait, so Hallelujah
So-
turned into a comedy skit?
Yeah, so like we
Whoa,
sang the
this
song
is
and we
deep.
got to the end and then they both started playing like piano together and they were like battling and sitting on the same bench and everything. I was just like standing there like,
Whoa.
this is awkward, but it was so fun.
Did any of them like light
It's
the piano on
such a
fire
good memory.
afterwards? Jerry Lee Lewis style?
No,
Married
unfortunately,
her cousin?
it was great. It was fun. It was a lot
Piano
of fun.
battle talent show. Wow. So did they have 2 like pianos up there,
Oh,
or was
no.
it like keys?
Oh no, nope. They got all homo on each other.
Yeah. Oh, they were sharing the same.
They were sharing it. One was like leaning over the other. It was great. It was so funny.
That's cool.
And I'm just standing there
looking
looking cute, and then
part of
I
the show.
decided to walk over and like put my arms on the piano. Like, I'm just gonna look pretty over here. Whatever.
Pretend like this was rehearsed.
Yeah, it was.
You
Very
didn't do
good.
an interpretive dance to it? That would have been the move, Just start
You're right. I'll go back in time.
swaying. you know?
Yep, I'll go back in time, set the piano on fire, and start dancing.
There you go. That would be the triple threat redemption.
Yeah, but knowing me, I'd probably fall.
Even better. Just like turn it into a cool stage dive. It's all about how you pull it
I
off.
have bad memories of falling in public places
Ooh.
with dresses on.
Can we hear about those?
My sister's bridal shower.
Yeah. Was this like walking down the aisle fall, or was this
No,
like
baby shower. It was baby shower. Oh no, it was like she was very close to giving birth, and we were at the shower, and her best friend and I were kind of fighting over who was going to give her a box, and she pulled too hard, and I fell backwards, and everyone saw everything. It was so
wow?
bad.
That's a different kind of show entirely.
Yep.
So, talent show redemption happened with all that stuff, and what did that do for you in terms of like, did it give you like a boost and like, oh, now I can perform more? Like, was that when did you decide like I'm gonna start going out and doing this?
After I think it was like 2016 I started playing out. 2017. I think
Don't worry,
I
just
think
check
it was
Wikipedia,
2016.
everybody.
It was
You can
2016.
find out.
Yeah, right. Check my bio.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2016 because it was before I left for Australia. So I think it was just like the people I was around, and I wanted to start like getting out there, and I was like, I'll just go play one song at Molten Java on a Thursday and just see how it goes. And in the beginning, it was awful, and I sucked, but then I started getting more comfortable with it, met new people, and then it like became an open mic family.
And were these like cover songs you're doing, or did you do any originals yet? Or
No, I did covers.
yeah.
I've only played my originals maybe 2 or 3 times.
Okay, so this is a recent thing that you've started writing them, or just started showing them?
I've been writing since like 1st grade.
Like songs?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like lyrics and like melodies, but I can't like play them on guitar. There's a song called Glamour Girl I wrote for Barbies.
Ooh, I hope you play that one today. I want to hear Glamour Girl.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
My cousin and I were having a talent show
Glam
with our
off?
Barbies. Yeah.
And you did the theme song for the Barbie talent show?
No, my Barbie was Glamour Girl.
Oh.
She was Glamour Girl.
That was the...
So I wrote a
like,
song for
that
her
was
to
like
sing.
her birth name, or
It was
you
a
gave
concert.
it to her? Oh.
She was having a concert.
Got it.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
a gem sort of thing?
Yeah, in a way, yeah, definitely. It was cool.
And so you started writing hits in 1st grade, and then
For my Barbies.
yeah, Barbie hits.
Yep. There's a song called First Day of School that I wrote in
Ooh.
1st grade.
That is
That was the first song I ever wrote. And I wrote a song about my cats. I have a parody of Hoist the Colors about my cats from
What's Hoist
Pirates
the
of the
Colours?
Caribbean. Yeah.
So you were like the Weird Al
Yes.
of
I was listening to him a lot at the time.
yeah. Oh, that's great stuff.
I was a Weird Al person. So I got a lot of my stuff from him.
I wonder if
I
his
guess
fans.
he's one of my influences too.
Yeah. I wonder if his fans call themselves like weirdos. It's like we're all weirdos for Weird Al. That'd be. They should if they're not.
I hope so.
Are there any weirdos out in the
We
audience?
should coin that. That should be a thing.
We need a little song called UHF. Did he have his own
Weird Al's
TV
great.
show he tried to do? UHF.
Oh, I don't know that.
It was a movie.
Oh, it was a movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so you got your started writing songs just recently that you're playing at, or like what are your original that we're about to hear later on? Like, is this something that you wrote in 1st grade? Is this first day of school?
No. I don't have that notebook with me, sorry.
Oh, you actually like wrote them in notebooks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a whole composition book of my lyrics.
Back catalog.
But now it's this one.
So when you get a record deal, you got to be like, look, just tell me where to start. I've got years worth of material here to mine
Yeah.
from.
Hopefully it'll turn into a book like Kurt Cobain's notebooks.
Yeah.
You know.
Those are awesome.
A multiple volume journal.
Yes.
There's also something a little weird though about like that those are published. I mean, I get it, but it's also like this is like a private thing that like he probably didn't want people to see, and like, but now it's
But he's dead.
yeah.
Rip.
I don't know. There's something a little like
It's eerie.
weird
If you
about
read them,
that.
like, and the ones that, like, later in the book, it was, like, closer to the end, and I was like, it's weird to read it. It is.
Yeah, I don't think I've read it all. A friend of mine had it in college, and I'd go and hang in his room, and every once in a while I'd like leaf through it, but I don't think I read it all. But yeah, I remember feeling like, should I be reading this?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like private journals.
yeah.
published by Courtney Love.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, I think she's in charge of anything state-wise with that. So yeah, like what's up now? Like what are your goals with music if you have any? Like what do you want to do with music?
I want to be a music teacher.
Yeah?
Yep. I want to be a music teacher or a music therapist. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but they're both going to require going back to school.
Yeah.
So I'm saving money for that.
What would make music therapy? Like how did you hear about that? Explain that a bit.
I mean, I think there was someone that told me about it when I was in high school, and I thought it was cool because I wanted to be a therapist and like help people, but I also wanted to do something with music. So it was the best of both worlds with that. Mm-hmm. My sister-in-law is a dance therapist, so she works in a mental hospital in I don't know if they still call it that. Sorry, Hannah. She works in a psychiatric hospital. That probably sounds better.
Mm-hmm. Facility.
Yeah, that's even better. So she works there and she teaches like dance to give people therapy, and it's amazing. It's just like so interesting that
I've never heard of that.
It's so cool.
Is it like just to get people like moving for exercise, or is it like the expressive?
Yeah. I think. I mean, it's probably also with exercise, but I mean, I don't know much about it. I haven't really talked that much about it with her, but I don't exactly know what music therapists do, but I just know it sounds like something that is up my alley.
Yeah.
And I want to look into it.
One of our friends, local musician Ethan James, I don't know if you know him or not.
Of
Band
course.
Fiction. Yeah.
I love him.
Who doesn't? But
I
he does something like that, where he goes and there's a group, that he meets with, and it's, I guess, a music therapy kind of thing where, they'll write songs together and stuff and play. I don't know what exactly it all entails, but I see him posting about it a lot. He talks about how, the people in the group will write lyrics and things, and he'll make songs out of them. So it's this kind of interactive, experience, and it sounds wonderful from what he says, that it really helps the people, and it's, a way to connect.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, he might be somebody to talk to.
I was going to say, I should definitely text him about that, because that'd be cool.
You didn't know he did that stuff?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that that might be a way to check out.
All right, Ethan, check your inbox.
Music therapy.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, I love anything to do with music. It's just so soothing and relaxing, and there's really nothing better than music.
And you see the healing potential in there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can be going through the most amazing time in your life, and whatever songs you're listening to will remind you of that, or you can be going through the absolute worst times and you'll hear a song and you might get triggered, but it's like amazing. It's still like, wow, this song actually had an impact on my brain, the way I was feeling at this moment in time when I heard this song. You can remember where you were, you can remember who you were with. Sometimes you can remember what you were wearing if you're me.
Why do you think music does that? Like, why is it so important to people? Why do we care about it?
Oh, God. I don't know.
No one said this was easy.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, what was the question?
Why is music important? Why does it have that impact? That ability you said to grab all these memories and bring you back. Like, why do you think music does that? Why do you think it's important to
Honestly, that's a question I've been asking myself for years, and I still don't have an answer for it. It's something that I've always wondered, why music is so, like, prominent with that. And it could be other things. It could, like, maybe some people connect with math like that. But, like, God bless them if they do. But, like...
emo math.
Dad rock. Dad math? Dad
math.
What's it called?
Math rock?
There's something to do with math.
Dad's doing math and
rock.
Not
Maybe.
confused with meth.
There's something. There's definitely something to do with
There's
it.
math rock and then there's meth rock.
Ooh. I dare you to tell them apart.
Oh no. It happened.
What? You snort?
Yeah.
Is that like a thing? I got a snort out of her. Yes. Wait. Yeah.
Does that mean it's the end of the show? Bye.
Yep, done. Pulled the plug. Your heart will not go on. No, that wasn't what you were saying.
That's funny.
So, but yeah. So, like, because music's always been around as far as we know human history. I mean, there's some very old artifacts of bone flutes or whatever things that we've discovered as instruments. It's like clearly been with humans for probably as long as we can look back into history, and it's so obviously changed a lot. But there's some like necessity for it, right? Like why do what the heck is that? Why do you think we need music in our life?
To get our emotions out, to get our feelings out, to help people understand, or even to help yourself understand why, like how you feel and why you feel it.
Do you think it like translates that stuff better than like other mediums? Say like, like a book or a painting. Do you think there's like...
I mean, with paintings, you have to interpret it in your own way, but you also have to do that with music. Mm-hmm. But I think art is more interpretive in a way of like painting or drawing.
Yeah.
But with music, there are words involved. So you can take it a certain way, then it's meant to like be starts with a P.
Perceived?
Yes.
Was that really it?
Yeah,
did I get it?
That was it.
Oh, I'll give myself a chime. A mini chime.
So it's good job. I'm proud of you. It's just very like, I think that I wouldn't necessarily say that it's more so than like painting or books, because everyone connects with things differently. Mm-hmm. So you can't say like that. Like for me, music, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm sure for everyone else in this room, music is the same. But, there's different kinds of people, and different people don't like music, and they are nuts.
That scares me.
But I know.
When someone says, like, I don't really like music.
Like, I don't really listen to music. And I'm like, block.
Like, what's missing from you?
Uh-huh. A heart?
Yeah, you wonder. I mean, I can't judge anybody, but it's like... It is striking when somebody says they don't really listen to music. I'm like...
Yeah. There was someone in middle school who didn't know who the Beatles are.
Can I meet that person?
I don't know their name anymore because I blocked them out of my life and memory.
They're just like all fuzzy. If you look at them, like they're just... You can't even see them.
I don't even know if it was a guy or a girl. I just remember hating that person for a good 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You don't like the Beatles. She was wearing, I guess it was a she. She was wearing a Beatles shirt. And I was like, oh, I like your shirt. She's like, oh, thanks. It's just a shirt I got. And I'm like, what? That's like
I don't get it. I mean, these don't look anything like Beatles. They look like people.
One of my biggest pet peeves. When people wear band t-shirts, they don't know the band.
Oh, yeah.
Or they know, like, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you don't even like Nirvana.
Yeah.
I have a
nice
Nirvana tattoo,
shirt. Do you want
so
to hear
I have
Milk
to.
It?
Yeah. Oh my God, yes. I should say that.
Yeah.
It's very ape of you to wear that shirt.
That is good. So, like talking about music and why, why is it important? Why is it all around? And that's a hard question to answer, but clearly it is. It's something that's human culture. We valued. You're talking about music therapy. Like it's a thing that can happen from this. It's invisible.
Yeah.
It's just moving air, really, when you get down to it.
Wow.
But has such a huge
Mind blown
impact
again.
on us. Such a huge impact. People respond from young age, even before language is there. A baby will move, with music or whatever.
Yeah. That's true.
It's like I wonder,
You mean like in the womb, or you mean like a baby like dancing?
Yeah, like music, like people respond to it. Babies will respond to it.
Yeah, because like I know that if you put like headphones up to your stomach when you're pregnant, well, not you, obviously.
Yeah, not now.
I mean, I'm not assuming your gender, but babies can hear it, and they will most likely come out liking Nirvana if you play it for them.
Really?
So,
and start brainwashing them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do that. 100%.
But what if it's a rebel like you and is like, I hate what you like on principle?
Then I will kick them out of my house.
Go live under a bridge. Eat some fish.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if like the access point with music is part of what makes it so universal, because like to read, like you have to learn how to read and like read a book, and like, even art, sometimes it's like somebody has to talk to you about why you should appreciate it, or like cubism or whatever, you know, things that are weird, but like maybe music, like you just need ears that work, hopefully. And that's sad if someone doesn't have hearing, but you know,
I thought
like
you said it doesn't have ears. I'm like, yeah,
that would be even
sucks.
sadder. I don't know which would be worse, but the access point is almost like instantaneous, you know, even if you don't understand the lyrics. What do you hope music does going forward? I mean, is there anything about you express modern music doesn't seem to have the soul and stuff, like what's your fix-it solution for saving music? Is there one? Have you ever thought about it?
No, actually.
Would you
Well,
like
I mean,
to think
I may
about
have right meow on the spot.
Yeah. Take 5. You know, just you can be quiet, just meditate and consider. The people are just gonna have to wait.
Yeah. Well, while I think, I'm gonna ask you a question. We're gonna turn this around.
Do you want to sit here?
No. What song would you like if there's a song that is already written that you wish you wrote? What song is it?
That's a huge. Ooh, man.
Everyone just think for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, a particular song that always comes to mind, Round Here by the Counting Crows. Because to me,
Song, oh my God.
that like completely encapsulates and explains the like sort of letdown of being an adult, because you think it's this thing you want to do, you know, and you don't have to like, nobody's sent to bed early, nobody makes us wait, like all the things that you don't want to do when you're a kid, and you're like, I don't want, you know, and then you get to be an adult and it's like, you can do whatever you want, and it's like, well, still, doesn't make sense. Still, there's still an emptiness, but and they're one of the bands that, and especially I guess in that song, but all over, like the lyrics and the sound of the music and the atmosphere all to me complement and like work together.
Yeah.
There's some bands where it's like I dig the music, but like the lyrics, or like there seems like it's something separate. But in that band, his lyrics and delivery and the music that's being made around it really create something that's greater than the parts. And that song does it for me the most. And it's just when I listen to it, I feel like I wish I was expressing that as eloquently, you know. So that's a song I wish I wrote.
That is amazing. Wow. I love that song. That song has helped me so much recently, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going through a rough period recently, and it was one of those songs that like resonated. It resonated really hard in my soul and my heart, and I'm like, wow, this is exactly how I feel right now. Yeah. So it's that song is just a masterpiece. I love it.
And I'm sure, are you familiar with like the live, you know, Across the Wire? Mm-hmm. It's like I can't decide which one's better. Like the album version is what it is, but then that acoustic, very stripped down one, I'm like, you just made it better in a different way. And then like, you know, the intensity when he changes the lyrics, you know, would you catch me if I'm falling? Would you hold me because I'm lonely? It's like those things.
I don't think I can pick.
Yeah, it's almost like, and especially, well, I guess that album in general, it's like the treatment of the songs are so different that it sounds like a different band, you know? But I was going to ask, like, which version have you particularly been listening to?
Oh, the album version.
The original?
Yeah.
So, you get to answer your own question since you asked me. You're getting it right back. Reflection. Pew!
I know,
back
right?
To you. Back at you. What song do you wish you wrote?
Crap. Oh, man.
You always got to expect that you're going to, you know.
I know. I never expect, you know, because people I talk to are so bad at asking questions back. You know, you'll be like, what's your favorite color? You're like, oh, green. Like, okay. My favorite color is purple. Like, it's so annoying.
Yeah, that doesn't work in the podcasting environment. I can't just like, you know.
Just like sit here, like, yeah,
Give
here.
you one word answer and just hope that you have something interesting to say.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the song that you wish you wrote?
Oh, man. Okay, so there's a lot.
This is where you're supposed to pick up your guitar and be like, this is the song I wish I wrote. It's my song.
I can't play it. The song that actually came to my head was Satellite by Dave Matthews Band. I love that song. I love the space between two, though.
You probably can't see it.
No.
It
I'm
says
nearsighted.
Dave Matthews drawing. My older brother drew it. And it
That's
says, could I have
amazing.
been anyone other than me? Is that, smacking stuff. There you go.
I've been wanting to do that this whole time. I want the blue one.
Have a little shake off.
Yeah, I need to stop drinking this water. I'm not gonna have any from when I play.
Oh, that's okay. We can start winding towards your performance soon. But so Satellite was the song you picked. Why?
I just love the guitar in it and the high notes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Have you tried to play that? No. That's so hard to play. That's one thing about Dave Matthews. I mean, I love Dave Matthews music, but people give it like, it gets this like frat rock, like, stank on it for a lot of people. And I'm like, if you like try to play those songs, he like invented his own way of playing guitar.
He invented his own chords.
Yeah. And trying to play and sing, like Crash, like took me forever to get that strumming down with singing. It's so like
can't
off
do
time.
Crash. I can't do Crash.
Satellite too. It's that whole like arpeggiated walking while just singing like beautiful. I'm like, dude, you're an alien. Like, how do you do that?
I know. There's this is totally for another day, but I believe that there are definitely some celebrities that are aliens.
Yeah.
Yep. Conspiracy theory. Yep.
Who? Billy Corgan.
I mean, I believe you with Dave Matthews now that I'm thinking about it. I don't want to give away my answers because if they are aliens and I know, then I'm gonna die.
Yeah. You don't want to. You don't want to
FBI
announce
is gonna be after me.
that you're onto them.
No, I think Lady
Well,
Gaga.
okay, you can come get a mask. Come on with one of those voice changers, and then we can continue
But we
this.
have already had this conversation, so they know that it's me.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
I'll come on in a mask with a voice changer.
And I will be you. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll sit
that's
over
what we'll
there.
do.
We got it. We'll figure it
And
out.
you'll just give me a script that I'll read, have all the information, but just from let's find the person that you knew that didn't like the Beatles and get them to read it on here, and then whatever backlash happens, it's like,
It's like whatever. You don't like the Beatles anyway.
nothing,
You're not a
nothing lost.
human. She's probably also an alien.
Conspiracy goes deep. So. Back to the question of what do you want? What do you hope music does? Is there anything that if it's like magic wand and you said modern music stinks, I don't even like to listen to the radio, like what would you change to make that better?
Well, I get rid of the way girls dress.
Get rid of what?
The way girls dress.
Oh,
Like
they
Ariana
said the what
Grande.
girls dress. I'm like, who's dress?
The what girls?
Why her dress?
They're a band. The what girls?
The what girls? Are they?
New band name. No.
What girls dress?
We're giving people a lot of information for band names.
I know. Copyright.
Mm.
You can't take them. No, like the way that female artists dress, Cardi B is... I'm not going to say she's not talented, because I don't say that about people, but she could use work.
Yeah. So, like,
You
what do
know,
you think
just
is behind their careers that's making it work?
Things that I can't say over the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like aliens.
Alien stuff.
Yeah.
Illuminati. They're
yeah.
in some sort of interdimensional
Bohemian Grove.
ceremonies with child's blood. And
I
that's,
think Ariana Grande is definitely in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there messages in her lyrics that you've like?
Oh, I will
discerned?
never listen to her.
Oh, don't even want to get the hooks in.
No.
You start to be converting.
Yeah, I'll probably like it. That's why I don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Because
That's how to get you into the party.
I do like a lot of different music. I listen to,
the guy with the gold mask comes
pop.
out, and the cane, like in that movie,
Yeah.
Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah.
Go ahead, ask me if I've ever seen that.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
You just like saying no, don't you?
No. Man, that was not nice. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. It's bad.
So you would change the way people dress in music, and that would
I
just...
mean, not just that, but that was something
you're
that came to
more
my
like
head.
a fashion hater.
Well, yeah. I want to... really, I would get rid of the toxic people in the industry
Yeah.
who are only in it for money. Because that's not what music is.
So you think that the people or the gatekeepers in control of what gets out there are not really interested in like the soul of the music?
Yeah.
They're
Just interested in money and fame.
Yeah.
And people to know who they are when it wasn't at all like that. I mean, I'm sure it was like that in the 60s and 70s. But, the people with the soul people.
Yeah. Too difficult to manage and handle.
Yeah. They're just the real ones. That's what we need. We need more of the real ones.
What do you think like people and communities or whatever can do to foster that, even at the local level? Like what do you think there's a community role in helping this? Yeah,
just supporting local artists. Going to open mics, being like having more open mics. Mm-hmm. There's probably like 2 or 3 that I go to, and I really only have been going to one, but like just because it's like time, but it's also just musicians, like other musicians, not even just people who aren't musically inclined. Other musicians need to support each other. Yeah, and writing together and just like even just putting on benefit shows, like free shows. Mm-hmm. Just put some time out and just show people that it's not all for the money. It's for because it's how people connect.
Yeah. It's definitely like a service, to the greater community or even your local community to be able to people that provide that, Yeah. It'd be so boring if that just dried up and went away. We're dangerously close to that. It's like so hard to get people to go and care about live music.
I know.
It's like they'd rather watch on their phone something.
Billy Beans was the best open mic.
Yeah.
Hear that, Billy Beans? Was the best. They canceled it. It's not a thing anymore. I called the other day and I almost cussed them out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I remember the whole changeover thing that happened and it just very much dried up. But I know they kept doing something. I'm not
they
sure.
did for a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
No, Don was really the heart of that,
I know.
Don and LJ really made that work. I mean, that was like...
great. It was an awesome year of my life. Definitely going to cherish it forever.
We need a new one.
Time. Yeah. I'm honestly trying to find somewhere that isn't a bar to start an open mic.
What's the Common Ground place? I don't know if they allow open mics there or what, but there's been shows and things that go on there.
Yeah, I played a show there.
Yeah.
I should message Jill. Jill, I'm coming for you.
So you're ready for your performance? You ready
My
to do
debut?
your original? Yeah. I mean, you don't have to. You can just not play at all.
I could just leave people.
I mean, after all this talk, you better have some amazing lyrics because,
Listen, I'm not in first grade anymore. Okay? They're not as good. My first grade lyrics are so much better.
More free.
Than this.
Ooh.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Got a lot of cool stickers
all my
on there.
Stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were those amassed over time, or did you one day just get 30 and put them all on?
Oh no, they were over time.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I'm glad.
The first one actually is underneath this dollskin sticker. It was a feather, and my mom actually got really mad at me for putting a sticker on my guitar. And then I put this one on, and I just
wait. It was a sticker of a feather, or an actual feather that was taped to your guitar?
A sticker.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you taped a feather on.
No, it was a sticker.
That would be cool to have a guitar that was covered in feathers. I think ZZ Top might do that. Something like that.
Sounds like them. Yeah, I love stickers. I have stickers on everything. Guitar case, laptop, car, door. There's just everywhere. This song I wrote a half hour before I was on WXCI. She was T with B. I went on a Saturday. And she was
nice.
come in with an original. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't want to play my really stupid one, so I'll write a song right now. So I wrote this song in a half hour.
Well, necessity is the mother of invention. So they say. Frank Zappa said that. I think it's true.
Probably. I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think he said that, but
I was thinking about writing another song, like a last minute song. I was like, oh, I could make it a thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
I only can write it if I have a radio show to do.
Yeah, seriously. So I've only written 2 songs. I'm not a diva.
Yet.
Okay. Yeah, I wrote this song a year ago. It's called Therapy Talks. It's about going to therapy, clearly. And it basically just talks about how over time going to therapy will help you heal from situations. Mm-hmm. But at the time it was about an ex who.
So was it a breakup song?
It was very, very post-breakup. We broke up in 2015. what was last year? 2018?
Yeah.
So it was like, what? How many years is that?
I don't know. I'm not good at
3
dad math.
years? It's rock math or math rock or something. I need to look it up because it's going to bother me. Oh, man.
Okay. So therapy talk. This is the tune.
Therapy talks.
Therapy talks. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm just going to slide this mic back again. I was preemptive.
Slide the mic.
Yeah. Mic slides. All right.
Hopefully I don't mess this up. I don't even remember what the... Ow,
Is this like a talent? Did you lose a tooth on that? It was a tooth to the guitar.
That happens a lot.
Guitar teeth meetings?
All the time. I'll get tired
Guitar
in the middle
meets
of
tooth. That's
in the
another
middle
emo
of
band.
playing. Oh my god, stop. In the middle of playing I get bored and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then I like end up hitting my face on it too hard. Oh, it's bad. Okay, let's see if I can do this.
Okay.
Oh, White House off of Highway 84. Worn white stairs and a welcome on the door. Here to speak about the past. Don't try to heal too fast. In therapy, I never thought I'd be. Therapy talks were the bane of my time. Doing things I shouldn't to numb this heart of mine. Coffee and drinking, Tito's alcohol were nothing good for me, and I hated when you called. Told me all about the midnight fantasies, but they weren't with me. No, they weren't with me. In therapy, I never thought I'd be. Therapy talks were the bane of my time. Doing things I shouldn't to numb this heart of mine. It brought me here with my knees on the floor, begging for answers and praying, God, please end this war. Therapy talks were the bane of my time. Doing things I shouldn't. I numb this heart of mine.
Yes! Your lyrics don't suck. You passed.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh man, I spilled water again.
Oh, you were doing so good. I'm gonna have to kick you out.
I spilled it on Spencer. I'm so sorry.
Spencer will never get over that.
No.
He's gonna be permanently warped.
Strings are gonna be rusty.
Rusty Strings. That was a great song. So this
Thank
is
you.
that was your 30-minute wonder that you wrote just before going on the radio?
Yep.
Lyrics and all.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Everything.
Did you like have a thought in mind, or it just came to you? Like, did you have like, oh, I want to write about this
I
or
had
that?
just started going to therapy and I hated it with a passion.
Yeah.
Like huge passion. I was like, screw this. I don't need therapy. I'm fine. I don't need it. And then, I was like, therapy is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And I was all dramatic about it. So I was like, I should just write a song about this and call it a day.
Well, it's a great song, and it, good lyrics and all, beautiful melody. I mean,
Thank you so much.
wonderful.
That means
Thank
a
you
lot.
for sharing and for,
course.
playing that on our show here. So any final things you want to let people know? Like, where is there stuff they can check out? I mean, I know you do like YouTube videos and stuff. Is there a page or whatever channel you want to tell people where they can find?
It's very
songs?
hard to find my channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it run by aliens?
I didn't want people to know.
The Illuminati encrypting it in such a way
Yes.
that you can't.
It's like very hard to find because I think my name on there is Wild Youth, but there's a song. Like I got my name from a song.
Yeah.
So it comes up automatically as like Wild Youth, daughter. La, la, la. So it's what I usually tell people to look up is Dreams by the Cranberries, Wild Youth cover.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So
a
Wild
lot,
Youth,
but-
is that like your like stage name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And is that like what you would call the band that you're trying to form? Looking to
If
form?
I still am solo forever, then
Yeah.
yes. But probably Shy Dinosaur is what more. I'm more looking to that
Yes!
one.
I love it.
That's a good one.
I
It's
want some
really
stickers. You can
I
make some
will
Shy Dinosaur stickers.
Give you all the stickers.
And I'll put 20 of them on my guitar. And use them to tape feathers to my guitar, actually.
Oh, so you're gonna have a Chelch guitar.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's what I'll call it. It'll be just as emblematic as the ostrich guitar that Lou Reed used on the Velvet Underground.
It's a good idea. It's a very good idea.
So people can check out, what your songs up there. What are the if someone wants to go see you live, where can they go? What's the open mic that you usually go to?
I usually go to the Golden Leaf in Brookfield on Thursday nights. It used to start at 7. I think they moved it to 8.
Okay, I have not been there. I got to check that one out.
It's dope.
Is it? What
I
is the
haven't been
space?
to O'Brien's in a
It's
while,
like
but
the,
I go
like,
there.
Chinese restaurant.
It's a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, cool.
There's like a bar in the
I was
Chinese
going to say it
restaurant.
sounds like that, but I didn't want to sound racist by saying that it sounds like a Chinese restaurant.
The
'Cause I
Golden
don't know, it
Leaf.
could be anything.
It could also be Japanese. Okay, so
Yeah,
Vietnamese, Korean.
yeah.
Yep.
Asian. You're not
going.
supposed to say the ill word, right?
Oh.
Oh.
I was like,
Oh,
wait,
oh.
what is it? Oh, that's the word.
Yeah. So that's where people can come see you play live. Do you have any? Are you going to be doing any like shows or anything? Is any of that part of your plan? Do you want to do
I do wanna do
performances like
shows.
that? Yeah.
Yes, there are no shows planned at the moment, but I'm working on getting something.
Putting a set together.
Yes.
Cool. So open mics for now, and that's
Yep.
that's a great thing for
You
people to
too.
go out and get involved in anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
so even better, double. They get to support the community and get to see you and hear your beautiful voice. So
Yeah.
it's a win-win. I mean, open
Yeah.
mics, go to the Golden Leaf.
Golden Leaf,
Mm-hmm.
O'Brien's, Molten Java. I can't think of any more.
I'm just gonna have to ask you to leave then.
Are there more?
I don't know.
Okay, so you can leave now.
All right, I will. You know what? I will.
Okay, bye.
I'm going.
Oh yeah, but I'm also on Facebook. I have a
Okay.
Facebook like page.
Yeah.
Like my page. Comment, subscribe, like.
What is your page so people can like it?
Wild Youth.
Wild Youth. Okay.
Lowercase, all one word, and there's a period at the end. Very important.
So
No
not
one
to be
ever remembers the period.
Yeah. So not to be confused with the original Wild Youth song.
Not to be confused with Wild Youth without punctuation.
There we go. You have to be punctual. We're wild, but
I
we're
am
on time.
Not punctual.
Me neither. I usually am, but I messed it up today. Sorry for that.
We were late. It's okay.
Yeah, and that's why I made you wait in the driveway. I'm like,
20
I
minutes.
see that.
I'm like, is he gonna bail? Well, I didn't say that.
All right. So, any last wisdom words of
Any
wisdom?
last words?
Any last words before I chime
Scott's
you?
gonna kill me now.
That was the whole reason why we set this up. This is actually a death cast. He will not be leaving here.
Great.
No, any final words about music or things you want to leave the people with? You don't have to. You just leave him hanging. He'll be hanging soon, so don't worry.
Jesus.
Okay, I do have my last words, and you can tell Rolling Stone magazine that my last words were, "I am a golden god."
Yes, that is a good way to end. And we'll chime you out. Golden God, Golden Leaf, go see Wild Youth.
Thank you.